The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, free translation by Nickolay Gurevich, read by Nickolay Gurevich, Part 2. I am seeing the sad earth, the vale of tears. I am seeing the dead on the funeral biers. I am seeing the worms feasting on the remains of the beautiful maidens and the great emirs. It's futile to fight the mortality curse. Everyone is consumed by the man-eating earth. If you are still alive, can you hear the hoof clatters getting near and near the funeral hearse? We look at what's without, not at what's within. Our knowledge, like beauty, is thin as a skin. Unessential is what we see in this world, since the essence of it cannot ever be seen. Even the greatest minds of the universe can't break this spell of darkness engulfing the earth. Even the wisest men, for all that life of learning, go to their graves, neither better nor worse. What the gods plan for us, laid in the holy writ, is it life with no end, or short and bittersweet? We are leaving this world, not knowing either the beginning, the end, or the meaning of it. In the blinding light of the heavenly spheres, the distinction between time and space disappears. Heaven's vast beyond measure defy human mind, and the musing of these stars can't reach human ears. It was not in the stars that your lives gone awry, for they aimlessly wander themselves in the sky. O wise man, if you are lost in the endless doubts, ask your mind what went wrong, when, how, and why. It is useless to try to get a grip, my friend, on the truth that slips through your fingers like sand. Take a cup in thy hand, drink to thee, idle mind, in vino veritas, if you can understand. Soon your body and soul will part their ways, ways behind the black door of death, the hate's maze. It is not known whence you came nor where you go, so drink and enjoy what is left of your days. After body to soul says a last goodbye, 6 feet deep underground it goes to lie. Into clay later turn, this dead soulless body shall be used to make bricks, pots, and jugs by and by. Were the wise man who tried till the end of his life to discover the purpose of its endless strife, all he learned is that death is the only thing certain, and the meaning of life is just staying alive. This old palace, the world, is all we have got, the huge house of cards, built by an idiot from its crumbling halls after feasting or starving, to emerge as the dust is kings and slaves' common lot. The desires of flesh turn one into a slave of the bodily passions from cradle to grave. Take a look at yourself, try to think hard about who you are and what keeps you in this foul cave. Young and old into dust, by fate ground I see, flattened by heavy earth, underground I see, fixing my gaze on thee, great beyond boundlessness, more and more of the dead all around I see. Yesterday I watched how a potter will turn, how calmly a potter makes, knead and churn, disregarding all ranks clay, to make the pots out of kings feared and admired, of drunks despised and scorned. After drinking all night, I got into a brawl and smashed an empty jug right against the wall. "Oh, madman," the jug cried, "you, for treating me badly, the same terrible fate the next time will befall." Under the heavy strikes, by the potter's hand clay has begun to give slowly his secrets away. "Do not beat me so hard," clay was telling the potter. "I was also a man just like you yesterday." This jug brought from the cellar was once in the past the young passionate lad, full of vigor and lust. This is not a jug handle, but his hand embracing the slim waist of a beautiful maiden at last. In this transient world, one day all must die, the great powerful king and the small humble fly. If what perishes daily could turn into clouds, bloody rain will pour from the blood-laden sky. Fresh as a child's breath wakes up early my rose, warm by thee sun caress, blossoms out my rose. O'er the treacherous heaven, just after it blooms, shed the dead petals as they dry leaves soon my rose. More than half of my friends must already be dead. I am waiting my turn, racked by sadness and dread, emptying their cups first at the feast of the living. They left early to lie in the last earthly bed. What are we but the dolls in the God-child's hands, going there, doing that, as his whimsy commands, acting parts, saying words which are not our own, and shoved into the trunk where the child's play ends. Even the best of all, called the chosen one, had his days, months, and years numbered under the sun. But the many, no matter how low and humble, shall forever abide, their jobs never done. On a whim once I drove in at a potter's place. He was turning his wheel at a feverish pace. "Stop, madman," I cried shrilly. "Look at what you're doing. Can't you see in his clay your dead father's face?" Naughty wind raised the hem of the skirt of a rose, stunned by beauty a lark in the mid-air froze. "Feast your eyes upon me," whispered quietly she. "Very soon I'll be gone, turn to dust in death's throes." Life is slipping away, darkness is moving in, fighting death is futile, its war none can win. Broken heart, shattered dreams, and the long-suffered body shall at last find rest in the world's dustbin. Wise men, foolishly proud, you are nothingness. Life is under the shroud of death. Nothingness, eat, drink, make, laugh, as if there is no hereafter. Dancing, happy and loud, the rest, nothingness. In this world you said to be wise, so what? Everyone seeking your advice, so what? Do you plan to live 100 years? Don't bother. Even if you would manage it twice, so what? If the pleasures of flesh is what you're looking for, crave good wine and kiss of a woman adore. It is time to wake up from the dreams you are living. All shall vanish the moment death knocks on your door. Look at this shameless drunk, dissolute reveler, money, truth, life itself, risk without a care. Sharia and Quran matter not to a fellow. Show me who is braver than he anywhere.